Okay, we should be running live. Let me just double check my YouTube. Looks like we're fine. Hope everybody is doing well. We're gonna check out the charts as per usual. We've already done this in the premium channel earlier this morning. So I've already laid out a plan on, not just the instruments that we go through during the live sessions here on YouTube, but obviously my full watch list. So if those are the instruments that you trade as well, what we do every morning from Monday to Friday before the London market opens, you will receive a quick video analysis with updates on what I'm expecting to see for the day ahead. So you basically know market direction, key levels, um, and yeah, very, very helpful. So I'm just gonna drop a quick message in the free Telegram channel. If this is your first time on this channel, make sure to check out all the links below the stream and join the free Telegram. This is where you can find more information about us, and you will stay up to date with any promotions or live sessions just like this one. Whenever we do one of those, you will be notified. So I'm gonna grab the link very quick. And then we're going to come back to the charts and go through a few pairs. Okay. Okay. So we've got the message sent on Telegram. Let me just double check, make sure everything is running good before we continue. If there's anybody watching, just let me know if you can hear me well. How is my sound? Because sometimes I have to turn the volume up a little bit. Right. So I'm gonna send a quick message on Twitter also. Looks like we're now pushing. There's still a couple of minutes until 8 a.m. London time. And obviously, what I normally do is, I give it about half an hour in the beginning of the session just to see how price action reacts around the London session opens. Now, very rarely, but that also works, is if you have a setup just before the session opens. So you wait, let's say, the first couple of 5 minute candles, maybe the first couple of 15-minute candles, just to see what price action does. But if it then completes your setup and it gives you what you need to see in order to enter a trade, then you just pull the trigger. I'm totally fine with this. Now, do we have any setups currently? Just gonna copy this message very quick, send it over on Twitter, and then I'm gonna have a look on the chart. We're gonna start off with the majors. I'm more leaning towards pound dollar, but we'll see. Okay, so what do we got? So let's have a look at euro dollar first. Now, obviously, you should know what is my view here on euro dollar because this is the instrument, the analysis of the instrument that we send out, each morning in the free Telegram channel. And for those of you who have been trading for some time, you should know that there is obviously positive and negative correlation in the market. So if you know how to spot it, knowing what's going to happen, for example, with euro dollar means that you could potentially start looking for trades on, let's say, for example, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, and so on and so on, just because there is a positive correlation between specific pairs. So depending on how one pair moves, the other one is probably going to follow in the same direction. But anyways, um, what do we got? Well, I'm expecting to see a continuation higher and price to eventually break above this high. All right, so we're talking about above the level of 1.0520. Now, if that's going to be the case, then I'm going to be looking for long positions, right? And there's multiple ways of what kind of setups you can use in this case, but of course, it's got to be something that aligns with your strategy, with your trading plan. And if you don't have one, then you've got to build one before you start opening trades. Um, and it's just as simple as that. You cannot skip this step if you want to have a profitable strategy. But looking at the 15-minute time frame right here, currently testing some previous lows, right? So I'm going to place a horizontal level right here, and ideally, I want to see an additional move to the downside here on euro dollar. So if let's say we do something like this and then we get that reversal, that would be ideal because that means we're going to take out this low. So that's when a lot of market participants and retail traders mostly will be going short because we've got the break out, the break below this previous structure. So a lot of people would expect for price to continue pushing down, but that's where most of the time I'm trying to go long. All right, we're talking about this specific case and price action setup. So we'll see. To be honest, I'm really not sure whether we're going to get that additional move to the downside because technically we've taken out a previous low already. So let me just do this, take this a little bit lower. So we kind of have this setup already with price taking out this previous low. But I am still not sure. It just, the reversal that we currently have right here is not good enough for me. I want to see more momentum coming into the market, and that could happen right now in the beginning of the session, right? Without seeing price with another dip before that reversal happens. So this is what I'm going to be looking for, but right now I don't yet have an entry on euro dollar. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, it's kind of a decent reversal pattern right here, but still not good enough for me. So I'm gonna give it a bit more time. Now listen, if we do this, then yes, I mean, if we get the break out, the break above this previous structure, and then upon a pullback, I will be looking for an entry. But before we break above that, I'm still gonna be expecting another move to the downside. So let's check out pound dollar. This is what I mean. Obviously, I'm going to be looking for the same thing here for a continuation to the upside. And if we're looking at the higher time frames, it looks like pound dollar is kind of stronger. But then you look at the 15-minute time frame, I don't really like this type of setup. I'll tell you why, because again, I wanted to see the same thing here. I wanted to see price taking out some previous structure and then giving me that reversal. But now since we have some momentum already, if we come back down and close below this momentum, well, this is not going to look good at all for an upside continuation, even though this is most likely what's going to happen. So, I mean, the setup that I currently have on euro dollar, I do like a little bit more Now let's move on to gold. Anyone watching the stream, let me know what setups do you guys look for, and what kind of instruments do you trade. If you've been watching those live sessions for some time now, you know we're mainly looking at euro dollar, pound dollar, gold, euro yen, and pound yen. But let me know if there are any other setups that you're interested in, or any other pairs, and we can check them out. Ideally, I really want you to, reach out to me via Telegram, send me a screenshot of your setups so I can pull it up on the screen and we can all have a look at it. I think this is going to be helpful for other people as well, just so we can, kind of share our point of view on the same setup. I think this is going to be very helpful and insightful for other people. But yes, we have the hourly time frame here on gold. Multiple retests, couple of retests already here on this previous structure. We're talking about the level around 2,880 roughly. All right, so we've got one rejection. Looks like we've got a second one. Are we going to see something like this and then a reversal? I'm not sure, but technically this is the setup I'm looking for. Why? Well, you can clearly see what I've got drawn on my chart here on the left. Just because this setup happens time and time again. What do I mean? Well, and for those of you who watched the live sessions last week, and I already mentioned that, but we may have some new people joining in, and I just want to show you, them basically how the setup works, the one that I'm looking for. So we've got the initial push to the upside, we've got a couple of retests here as well on this previous structure. We managed to take out the previous low, and then we've got the reversal. Then what happens next? We follow price action as it goes to the upside. We create this structure right here. We've got another move to the upside. We then have a pullback again. We take out this previous structure, and then we shoot back to the upside. So what do we have now? Pretty much the same thing happening right here. So we've got this structure. We've also got this low. But before we continue to the upside, we come down here to take out the stop losses that are sitting below this structure, right? And then we shoot up. So current price action looks pretty much the same, okay? Now, I personally cannot enter a trade here. I mean, if you are looking for kind of an aggressive entries, and you see that reversal happening right around here, it still makes sense, to me, it's not the best setup that to simply say that I would bet money on. So what I would prefer to see is for price to continue a little bit lower, at least to retest this previous low and take out this market structure right here. Okay, so if we do that and then we get the reversal, then I'm entering a long trade. Okay, and if we manage to come all the way down here and we then see that reversal happening, to me that's even better. So that's only the 15-minute time frame. So if we go up to the hourly chart, what that means is basically expecting for price to create this, where it takes out all that liquidity sitting below the equal lows on the 1 hour time frame, and we can then look for that reversal. And if that happens, this is probably best case scenario for me personally and for the type of setup that I'm looking for. Okay, anyways, moving on to the yen cross pairs. Now we are expecting for price to continue higher here on the majors, and that most likely means same thing for euro yen and pound yen. So where is the setup that I'm looking for? That's right here at the previous equal lows, right? So I'm looking for something like this. That would be perfect case scenario. And then we have euro yen. Well, euro yen has already done what I want to see. So as you can see, we've got this equal structure right here, and it looks like we've taken this out as well. but we haven't really gathered any upside momentum yet, at least not for now. So this is what I'm going to be looking for. I know we've got the 15-minute time frame. So you know what? I'm going to place a horizontal level right here. Now, even something like this would make sense for me. But that reversal, I need to see a strong bullish candle, right? If not, then I'm going to wait for price to take out this structure and then to eventually reverse. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes for the next about 1 hour. Give it a bit more time. Um, yeah, so far it looks like we've got more bearish pressure in the market. Now, gold is the only one that I wouldn't really expect to form the pullback that I want to see. It is probably not going to happen. I mean, we haven't really seen that many pullbacks whatsoever here on gold. And we just came off of one, so we're most likely going to continue higher without price giving us the chance to enter a trade. So for those of you who managed to enter a trade, well done. Keep your trades open, obviously, if you are looking for an upside direction. Yeah, market was slow yesterday because didn't have US market. So during the New York session, uh we didn't really see any movement, to be honest. Um but let's see what happens. We have a wider setup here on gold. Give us a signal for a potential upside move. This is pretty much the setup that I'm looking for, but ideally at least on the 15-minute time frame, right? Okay. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna delete that because I'm waiting for price to comment at this horizontal level anyway. So I didn't need the one right here, but I do like what I see so far because this would normally mean a move towards the downside. And is this what's gonna happen? Well, we'll have to wait and see. There are just so many well, not even traders, but so many people. As soon as they open up the chart or as soon as the session starts, they're already in the trade in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes. And like I said, I may have, it happens rarely, doesn't happen often, but I may have a really good setup forming up. And right on the session open, I get a good impulsive candle. And if that happens, I may take the trade as well. But I do know that, especially the first half an hour of the session, it's usually tricky. This is some good daily price action here on Euro Yen. Definitely looks bullish to me. Now, how far will this pullback continue? Is it going to reverse around current price levels? Now, obviously, this is the daily time frame, so each one of those candles is a day worth of price action. But I don't know. I'm just looking at the 4-hour time frame, and I don't see a reversal yet. Of course, I could be wrong, and so that's why I want to wait a bit more. It looks like we're already gaining some momentum right here, right here. Obviously, a third time here. So I think there's going to be a continuation, but before that, if we manage to come down a little bit lower and then get another impulse candle, then I could potentially consider this as a good entry signal. I'll need to see how this develops. Now, Euro Yen is definitely up on my watch list, maybe together with Euro Dollar, depending on what it does next. But Now, from what I see, euro dollar is struggling to push lower. So I'm not very confident we're actually going to take out this low. But that means I'm not going to be taking a trade yet. I will have to wait for price to break above some previous structure. Not some meaningless structure. I mean, if we break above this minor structure right here, I'm not really interested into going long immediately. Instead of that, I want to wait and see price breaking above this structure. Um, so if it don't come any lower, I'm not yet entering a buy trade. You know, as long as you don't lose money, you can't be wrong. So just sharing my opinion and what I want to see. If I don't see that, I don't enter a trade. So even if the market doesn't do what I think it's gonna do, doesn't really matter, does it? It only matters when you make or when you lose money. Okay, so I expect to see some price relief here because testing some previous structure, all right, got one rejection already. Looks like we're breaking above that. But if we manage to come a little bit lower to take out at least this low, and then we get the reversal, that could be a decent setup. I will then expect for price to continue higher, and it's probably going to gather momentum as well. Remember that the pound is currently performing better than the euro dollar. I would say we've got some decent setups, definitely. It's just a matter of, waiting for the right time. We'll just finish up with something right here. Okay. By the way, if this is your first time watching this live session or finding out about our YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe because I'm doing those live sessions a couple of times per week, and there's also more videos coming out every now and then. So after this live session, you can go back to our channel and you can check out the rest of the vids. I'm sure you will find some valuable information. And also, don't forget that we've got pretty decent website, trendlineforex.com. This is where you can find some free courses. All right. Now, if you are a complete beginner, come over to services, then you go to beginner, click on that, and then you can sign up for the free Forex course for beginners. It's completely free. All you have to do is to sign up on our website, and you can then go through each one of those videos. There's just around 40 videos in this course, which this is probably the best start for your trading journey. We're going to teach you what platform to use, how to use the platform, how to build up your own strategy, and basically you're going to get to learn everything you need to know before you place your first trade. Actually, we also have another free course which is on how the brokers work, right? How to choose a Forex broker. Again, completely free. All you have to do is to sign up, and there's information in there that a lot of people who have been trading for several years already, they still don't know how brokers operate, and what are their tactics to attract clients, and so on and so on. So very, very important course. Make sure to go and watch it. Like I said, it's completely free, so I'm not selling you anything. Okay. Now I'm not surprised that pound dollar is already pushing back to the upside. Like I said, it wouldn't look good at all if we closed below this momentum that we had in the beginning of the session, just before the session started actually. I may miss the entry for now, so I'm gonna have to look for an entry later if price action continues to the upside. I wasn't looking for an entry on GU anyway, but for now gold is not doing much really, trading around the same level, whereas at least we have some movement on the rest of the pairs. Um, so I can see multiple rejections around this level right here. It's really an area, not just a specific level, but I'm gonna do it like this. Just give me a sec. So I'm gonna be observing price action as it breaks above this area right here, because we've got multiple rejections around it, right? We've got right here. So we've seen a specific area where price has reacted multiple times. So upon the breakout, I believe we're going to come back to that area again. So as long as we get some rejections right here and then we get some momentum, well, we can use that as our continuation trades. It's obviously still early to say, but it is definitely an idea, because I'm not surprised if price doesn't continue with the pullback for a little bit longer, you know. Why? Because on the 1 hour time frame, we've already taken out this previous structure. So we're now expecting to see a momentum to the upside. If you drop down to the 15-minute time frame, we already have A, B, C. So now we expect to see D, right? So that's why I wanted to see price coming a little bit lower, but I'm not surprised. It looks like we've already formed a higher low right here, right? So we should probably see the continuation now. Quite an easy setup. I'm not sure if this is what's going to happen, but that's why we've got to wait and see, right? Pound yen moving moving well. So is pound dollar. You guys let me know. Are you looking for any trades on gold, on euro dollar, pound dollar? So again, we're rejecting this area up here. Really want to see the breakout. That would be a good confirmation for continuation even higher. So as soon as we break above that, then yes. I'm not going to be taking trade within this area right here. I don't want to, because as long as we're trading below this area up here, then that means we may see another dip before that reversal happens. So I'm gonna wait for us to either break above that resistance area, or again take out this current low, and I can then potentially look for potential trades upon a reversal. But as long as we're trading in between there, we may stay there for some time. I don't want to enter a long trade and just for price action to continue trading sideways. And by the way, back to our website, if you want to join the free Telegram channel, obviously there is a link below this video. If you're not watching this live, if you are, obviously just down below in the description box of the stream. But you can also find it here on our website. You go to services, analysis, you go to free, and you know there is a button where you could join the free Telegram channel right away. So do that. Make sure to do that if you haven't done it already. Like I said, there is valuable information in there. Every single day, we will send you the update analysis on euro dollar. And if you want to get updates on key levels, price action, entry levels, and so on, target levels for based on our analysis for pretty much all the instruments in my main watch list right here. If you want to do that, then you can join the premium Telegram channel as well, right? Okay. We're probably going to see some movement on the rest of the pairs. Gold is not going to do much, and then gold is going to start moving while the rest won't be moving. This is what's probably going to happen at some point throughout the day. I can spot some indecision candles across the pairs, which means we still don't got the momentum that we're looking for. Hmm. What's going on with dollar yen? Quite curious to find out what is going to happen. I think we're going to see an upside continuation on dollar yen, but just when it gives you one of those bullish candles, which suggests that we're going to see a continuation, then you get one of those bearish candles. It's quite confusing. Not interested in taking any trades on dollar yen, but just trying to see what the market wants to do here. There's still about 20 minutes left until the hourly candle closes, but if this closes as a bullish candle, especially above this previous one or this one right here, well, I'm probably not going to be expecting a move to the downside. I'm not going to use it as an entry signal either, but it's going to be a kind of a confirmation that we're probably going to see price continuing higher. So we'll see how this hourly candle will close. Because for now it looks bullish, right? Same thing on pound dollar. We can see some momentum coming into this instrument, into gold as well. So may turn out that this 5-minute setup was pretty decent. Not for me though. I saw it, but I didn't take the trade. It's not according to my plan. So much easier after you've had many losses, you know, to kind of learn how to do it properly and kind of know when you should be more aggressive and when you should sit on your hands and do nothing. So right now this is one of those moments where at least according to my plan, I shouldn't be rushing with those trades. We're coming off of a slow market. Like I said yesterday, the US market was off. So let's give it a bit more time. Got a nice break and retest here on pound yen. With this move, then coming back for a retest. So if we want to see a strong move, then we shouldn't break below that. Instead, we should form a higher low and then a continuation higher. Now, if this happens, I'm not going to be looking for trades around here. If the market comes and dips below this most recent low, and it then give me a reversal, then I would consider this. as a trading opportunity. But if not, then I'm just gonna wait for the market to push higher and then give me another setup. May not be today, but that's okay. You know, even if I'm looking for setups on the 15-minute time frame and I'm looking at multiple pairs, as you can see, I'm mainly looking at 5 pairs during those sessions. I still don't have a trade every single day. Maybe surprising for some of you guys, but with time you kind of become more picky with your setups, with your trades. When you go up a time frame or two, it becomes so much easier and more clear as to where you are in the market, where is price currently sitting at. If you look at the 5-minute time frame, all you can see is just a strong bullish move, but then that's it. When you look at the 1 hour chart, you have a much broader view, and this is what helps a lot in your overall analysis. So that's why top-down analysis is very important. Look at the 4 hour time frame. You now have a clear market direction. This is the way to do it, you know, combining multiple time frames to build up your overall analysis and idea of what is the market trend, so you know in which direction to trade. And then you can drop down to a lower time frame and start looking for market structure, price action structure. And that's where, you know, you plot out your key levels, points of interest, areas where you are expecting for price to say, for example, retest, and then you look at candlestick patterns. You pick one or two which you're going to use for your entry, and this is what you do day in and day out. Even if your strategy is not performing well, you will have the data and know what exactly to change. But obviously you can only have that data if you're writing down your trades, if you have a trading journal. Very, very important. And if you're not disciplined enough to add each one of your entries to, you know, to a sheet, let's say a Google sheet or a Notion sheet, whatever, if you're not disciplined enough to do it, then just register on MyFX book and link your account. Um, uh, Link your account with MyFX book. It could be a demo account, you know, and every trade that you take, it will be recorded on there automatically. You don't have to do anything. Just gotta go back at the end of the week, the end of the month, and analyze your results. See where you're getting it wrong. Or it could be one of those people who test out their first strategy and turns out it's working well. Doesn't happen very often, but does happen sometimes. Yeah, pound dollar still more bullish than euro dollar. So what happens with pound yen then? For me, that's a rejection at the moment. Okay, now as long as we don't break above this current high, then I'm going to be considering this as a rejection. In this case, we've got to wait for the market to make a decision whether they want to go up or there's going to be a move to the downside before that upside continuation. Now, we do have break and retest right here, but like I said, we may see this as well. And this right here would be the only chance for me to enter around current price levels. If that doesn't happen and price continues to the upside immediately, then I'm going to be looking for that same setup later on, right? Which means it may not be today, but that is totally fine. And this is why we don't rush our entries, right? Sure, there are people who manage to enter long trades here after seeing those bullish candles, strong bullish candles, right? But not only that, we also saw those multiple rejections at that same area before. So that's why we're not entering immediately. If we're going to be going long, we want to see price breaking above that, right? We don't really have any major news this week, I believe, so not expecting any random momentum moves. Of course, unless something out of the ordinary happens. But overall, we should have kind of a calm market um, with, I wouldn't say slow price action, but like I said, I'm not really expecting anything major to happen. Which means we could easily follow our plan. We're just waiting for price to show us the signs that we're looking for in order to enter a trade. I ain't got nothing for now. Hi Dixon, supply and demand please. What do you mean by that? I think it was pound yen. It was not last week, but the week before that. Where, let me see. Yep, that was it. Where we did look at the supply area. So where was that? 4th of Feb. So yeah, that was about a couple of weeks ago. I was looking for price right here to eventually continue higher. So we came to retest this previous high. We did have some reaction initially, so I was expecting that we're going to form a higher low, higher than this previous one, and eventually continue higher. But I didn't enter that trade because we also had this supply area right here, and this is the 30-minute, the 15-minute time frame. But you can also see this on the higher time frames as well. And look what happened after that. We've got the supply area. Even though I am expected to see a breakout, we come back for a retest of this supply area, and we've got a couple of tries to break above that, but instead of price breaking above it, we kind of melted to the downside. So in a matter of, what is it, about a day, about a couple of days actually, we've got a move of around 300 pips to the downside. So I was looking to go long, so I didn't enter a short trade. But those who did, pretty decent trade. For me though, why did I not enter that trade? Well, just like I have a long bias now, I had a long bias before as well, about a couple of weeks ago. And we're looking at the 4 hour time frame, right? What we had back then was this low. Then we've got the breakout right here. So we break above previous structure. We come back and we create a higher low. So we then have a nice strong impulse to the upside. I was just expecting for price to continue higher. Well, that didn't happen. As you can see, this is what happened next. But now we've taken out that major structure and now we've got a strong momentum to again retest the previous highs. So to me, this is a sign that we have more bullish pressure in this market. Now, because with a single move, we came back all the way back to the previous highs where we had that move towards the downside. This is what makes me think there's a lot of bullish pressure, right? Now, if instead of this, we had a pullback and for price to create a lower high than this previous one and then move towards the downside, I would probably be expecting for price to continue lower. So that's why I have a long bias again, and especially here on pound yen, it's mainly because we're looking at the majors, right? And so we are expecting to see a continuation on pound dollar. So it's very likely that we're going to see the same thing with pound yen. Even though euro yen is the one where we've already taken out those previous lows, we haven't yet done this on pound yen. In fact, we had just a retest of the previous low. But that's okay, that could still work. Here is another supply area. Right here. Do I have a template for that? Yep. So we are currently reacting, it's just that I have a long bias, so that's why I'm not taking a sell trade. But you do have a valid supply zone right here on the 15-minute time frame. Let me see. I think I have a video on this topic. I've got so many videos I kind of forget what let me see. Yeah, I do have a video on this topic. So I'm gonna drop the link in the live session. Here you go, buddy. Check this video out when you have the chance to. Right, looks like we're about to push down. So let's see if that's what's gonna happen. See, at one point it looked like we're about to actually continue higher without forming a pullback. So that's why rushing your entries is never a good idea. Waiting for extra confirmation is always better. It means you're more conservative, which is fine, and that's how it should be. I mean, to play this game long term, you're not really going to survive for a long time if every entry that you take is an aggressive one with a tight stop loss, um, without seeing enough confirmation to kind of confirm your analysis and your trading idea. Entering random trades without having a trading plan. All this is not going to keep you in the game long term. Well, God needs to wake up. We've been trading around the same level for some time now. Now we can only expect for gold to continue higher. Obviously, we've got the breakout out of this pattern right here, and I'm expecting to see a continuation higher. But before that, we may have another drop, right? Alright, I think I'm gonna end the session soon. Pretty much laid out my plan, told you what I'm expecting to see. So if you want to, you can place the same levels on your chart and just follow price action, see what it does. Okay, so I remember with my long bias, I'm going to be looking for long trades here on those instruments. Again, if this is your first time joining our live sessions, make sure to subscribe to our channel. There are going to be live sessions every week, and also other helpful videos which are going to help you with your trading journey. Don't forget to check out our website, trendlineforex.com. Like I said, we've got a completely free beginners course, and we also have a free Telegram channel that you can join from this button right here. All right, so completely risk free. All you have to do is to sign up on our website, and you can take advantage of some amazing perks like free courses, future discounts, giveaways, and so on and so on. So I think this is all for now. You know, we're pretty much staying around the same levels on all of those instruments that we're looking for. I'll definitely stay on alert for euro yen, potentially even euro dollar. If it takes out this previous low, that would be great. But if it doesn't, then I'm not going to be looking for long trades, at least not for now. So yeah, I do like the setup on euro yen though. I really want to see price breaking above this resistance area right here. And then I can eventually look for some entries. So yeah, you can reach out to me anytime via Telegram, and to find my contact, you can join the free Telegram. This is where just below every single post that we send, there is a private message button, so you can do that. You can send over screenshots of your trades or whatever issues you have with trading, and I can try and help out. All right, and we also have a premium Telegram channel. This is where every single day from Monday to Friday, you know, we are sending out setup updates, trading setup updates for pretty much all of those pairs. So you will know in which direction to trade, whether you should buy or sell each one of those instruments, including gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, pound dollar, euro dollar, the yen cross pairs, and some of the other cross pairs as well. This is really going to help your trading go to the next level. If you are currently struggling with you know, finding the right target levels, finding the right stop loss levels, not knowing where to enter a trade, well, all this is covered in the premium Telegram channel on a daily basis. So new, fresh information every single day. All right. So if you think this is going to help your trading, make sure to join. Again, you can do that through our website, or you can just get in touch with us via email or via Telegram. All the links that you need are below this video, below this stream. All right. So I'm gonna end it right here. I will see you guys next time. Like I said, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I go live next time also. Okay. All right, take care everyone, and I'll see you later.